Hey there, it's Jessica Joy with This Is My Story Solutions, and right now we are in front of Holiday Inn Airport, and I will tell you why. Okay, right now we are in front of Holiday Inn Airport. Why are we at the Holiday Inn Airport in Des Moines? Somebody asked me, why are we here? Okay, so in my old life, for those who do not know, I came from the sex industry, and we definitely worked hotels. I would tell girls that their first 30 days in Denver, you're going to make $30,000, and then I have to take you on the I-70 corridor. And so we would take the I-70. So when girls are brand new, I had a whole regimen for the brand new girls. I had buyers that were when they're reviewers, and they only give perfect reviews. If they give my girl a good review instead of a perfect review her work, then they'll never see my girls again. And any girl who gets a very good on her review, yes, we're talking about sex buyers and ordering girls like pizza. Yes, we're talking about that. Yes, guys know. If anybody doesn't know, there's so much awareness. If anybody doesn't know, it's women. Wakey, eggs and bakey, this is everywhere. So we are out front of Holiday Inn, and let me show you what I'm seeing. I came from the sex industry. I took girls on the I-70 corridor after they had been with me for 30 days. Why? Because once a guy has had a girl, he's done with her. Yes, they move on. It's reality. So you're going to see a whole new side of me now that I have permission to, now that I've done the biblical process. This is what happens when you tell Jessica Joy that go ahead and turn the establishment over to their enemies. So once again, we are in front of Holiday Inn. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. Okay, so when I book a hotel, I go onto the sex buyer forums, and before I go into a hotel, good to see you, Martha and Lisa and Alex. Yes, I'm Lisa. I will be coming to Missouri shortly. Before I book a hotel, I go onto the sex buyer forums, and I ask them, where is Ho Row? What does that mean? That means where every guy can conveniently get to and get away from, it's an easy area of town. So if you know me in my testimony, we were in the Denver Tech Center. That was called Ho Row. Every third door in the Denver Tech Center was a brothel. These apartments rent are about $2,000 and up. So it was a high-end neighborhood, and yes, every third door was a brothel. So it was part of the Denver culture. And why did we choose the Denver Tech Center is because every tech guy can get in and get off and get out, excuse my lingo, within like 30 minutes or less. They can get back to work. Any guy can make an excuse of why he is gone for 30 minutes. So good to see you, Jeremy, Sherry, Alex. Good to see you guys tuning in. So when I look at this hotel, what am I looking for? Okay, so I only worked in the high end, right? When I was 23, I friended everybody who was $500 and more an hour. So I wasn't exposed to drug culture until I moved to Hollywood. Like, I'd never seen drug culture. I'd never witnessed drug culture. I never witnessed meth and girls missing their teeth. So that was new. So I was used to a daytime crowd of girls. A lot of girls were stay-at-home, or a lot of girls were single moms, and this was the way that they paid for things. So if we were doing Fort Collins, Boulder, Fort Collins, we already knew which hotels. We'd stay at the same hotels every single time. And did they know what was going on? Absolutely, positively, yes. What would we do? I would wear hospital scrubs, and I would book the hotel online, and I would show up. We would make sure that everybody's kids got off to school. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this home. And yes, I haven't talked about trafficking forever because I've been too busy taking on the demand. So anywho's, back to, this is how single moms pay for their children. This is how our society has normalized the girls pay for college. Oh, college debt, since we can't get it for free. You follow Vice News. This is now politics. This is her. This is whatever. You go down and you follow every single liberal media platform. And what are they doing? They are cranking out videos normalizing sugar, being a sugar baby, and that's how we pay for college. They are normalizing prostitution so that what? what happens? So that the entire 2020 Democratic platform is legalizing sex trafficking. Yes, the same people that ran our sex trafficking bills are now the same people that are legalizing prostitution. So it was never about sex trafficking. Yeah, I was a pawn in all of it too. It was about saying sex trafficking banned. Let's legalize it and regulate it. Yeah, that's what they're doing to drugs. You guys saw that, right? Like, let's normalize drugs, and then let's pass bills that regulate that lawful drugs, and then we'll regulate drugs. Yeah, so this is all the breakdown of the family. Why? Because we're headed towards socialism, and why? Who's stopping it? As you saw from this morning, not family policymakers. So don't dare me with a good time when Concerned Women for America, the Iowa state delegate who's a Republican, don't dare me with a good time. I won't see her at Christmas. I don't care about taking her out. She owns a hotel by the airport. How long do you think it's going to take me to find trafficking in her airport or in her hotel? Oh, don't dare me with a good time. When you say that God's going to turn somebody over to their enemy, I want to be front row and center. Give me some popcorn. Because Tamara, bye. Send you a Christmas card. Okay, so who's working during the daytime? These are the single moms. This kind of woman who would be here at this hour has dropped her kids off to work, off at school, and she is in this hotel. And she most likely, if she's smart, she is not sending her buyers through the front door. If she's smart. But I don't know how stupid they are. So if she's smart, she is parked out back, which I've already scoped out this place. I'll show you where the smart girls will be working. And so when you check in, you request a room. Like, I've already scoped it out. There was 2 church bands here earlier, so there might be something that has to do with kids and conferences. I'll scope a place out. If I feel like there's kids and conferences going on, I will come in hospital scrubs. I'm going to look exhausted. I'm not going to have my makeup on. My hair's going to look a mess. And I'm going to come in and go, oh, I just got off a flight and I'm so exhausted. Can you put me in a room that's far away from everybody, preferably at the end of the hall? Like, put me out in the back 40. And I'm really nice and I'm laying it on thick. And my best friend is the lady at the front desk. So I'm laying it on thick. I need to be completely away from people, completely away from traffic, completely away from kids. So please put me on the farthest end of the farthest hall on the very top. Like, I don't want to have, or like, if there's 3 or 4 floors, I'm at where there's that entrance so that sex buyers can go in and out of that entrance. And I'm going to show you where that entrance is right now. I'm at the entrance where all the stupid girls are going to be sending their sex buyers through. So when sex buyers get to hotels, there's the 2 call system. I don't think that's changed since I've left the industry. So the sex buyer sees that the girl is reviewed and that she's safe to see, and then it just takes 2 seconds. I'd be like, how quick can you get here? I'm 5 minutes away. Awesome, I'll see you. Like, there's no waiting period. So your typical person can buy a girl like pizza, okay? And I'm sure there is trafficking going on at this Concerned Women for America. It's happening at her hotel right now. Every time I see a hotel, I'm like, yep, there's my old life. So I'm going to show you the hotel. I'm going to show you the people that work during the daytime are moms who are going through divorces, moms that can't afford to send Billy through a soccer practice, moms, like, who's working right now are moms. This is the mom hour. At nighttime is, I think, the drug crowd, because we would have a quota up in our mind, and by 5 o'clock we're bouncing. And I rolled with the moms. Like, that's my crowd. I don't want people drunk, high, crazy. So they were very professional. We were very, very professional. We'd start at like, if we were working locally, I would get in, and even, okay, so if check-in time is like not until 1 or 2, like I said, hotels, and I know this also from doing legislation now, most hotels will let you check in at 5 or 6. Most hotels will let you check in at 5 or 6. So I would get to a hotel as soon as possible. And why am I getting there during the early daytime is because guys lie to their wife and go see girls before they go to work. I know, you haven't seen this side of me. It's there. Like, takes me 2 seconds to go my past. Guys see girls, oh, I have to go into work early, or they tell their boss, oh, I got stuck in traffic. So here at the airport is a real easy in and out, hop back on an airplane. If there's flights for like $90 or whatever, just get on, hit this town, say I'll be back. I use the freeways, I-70 corridor. I went down to Wichita, got that Boeing money, and then went back up to the Country Club Plaza in Kansas City. We'd stay at I want to say Embassy Suites. Oh my gosh, everywhere I stayed, I'd stay at the Embassy Suites so that I would have my own room, the girls would have their own room, everybody has their own room, and it was a very comfortable atmosphere. You find out how to book, even in the slyways of how to like get that hotel. And do they know what we're doing? Yes! I've even had them store my money. They know exactly what we're doing, okay, folks? They know exactly what we're doing. Now there's laws that once they know what girls are doing at their hotels, now they can be held accountable. So how long do you think it will take me to take out this concern one for America? Not long. Okay, so I'm going to show you through my eyes what I'm seeing. So the front door are for the stupid people and the stupid girls who might be new to this. And they will send their buyers through the front door. So, I mean, I can stage out the front, but your smart girls who never got arrested for prostitution are, yeah, I told you this. I've never been arrested for prostitution, and we would see like 30 plus sex buyers a day. So I kind of know what I'm doing. So anyways, this is me going around to the backside. The parking lot, like I said, I've already stocked out, and your smart girls are going to be back here. See, there's rooms right here, but there's not, and I don't see any. I'm gonna use my finger. Okay, there's no entrances. Notice there's like no entrances. Your sex trafficking and whatnot is going to be, they're going to be requested to be by an entrance and an exit. So when I say that they're not using the front door, what are they using? I would have tape with me to tape the door, and anytime a guy was like, dude, the tape's not working, then I'd send a girl down in a bathrobe, and we all had matching bathrobes. My goodness, we made it look like we're a sorority. So your working girls or your sex trafficking is going to be back here. Why? Because it's away from the conference, the convention, the hustle, the bustle. And Des Moines is a really easy town to get around. Like, there's no traffic around here. So your girls, this is it. Your girls are going to be right here. See this? You see this building C right here? This is where mommy goes in to pay for the bills. I bet you anything. This is the entrance because it's not the front door. Your smart girls are sending people through here, and they're booking those hotel rooms up there. So your smart working, your sex traffickers, like all these cars back here, when there's so many hotel rooms up front and there's so many cars back here, these people probably intentionally asked to be back here. So it will not take me long to stalk out a place and see that men, professional, or it could be blue collar, are in and out of here in 20 minutes. Like, all I have to do is watch a door. Like, this is scouting out a place doesn't take a genius when you know what you're looking for. So you're looking, who's our buyers? Our buyers, I would yell at the girls, these guys can't afford, you can't afford perversion. You cannot afford, nobody can afford perversion. Nobody can afford addiction. The girls who worked for me would go, I would tell them, stop asking the guys what they do for a living, because these girls, this is exactly, like, look, here's my finger. This is exactly the building C. This is where the smart girls go. If they've done this before, this is where the smart ones go. Good to see you, Becky, Charity, Lisa, Heather, Laura. Okay, I just wanted to go Facebook Live that when I have permission to turn somebody over to the enemy, and I have outed how many pastors and people in my old life, like, this is old shoe. I can find somebody's vice in 5 minutes or less. Like, we had sites we had sites that will pull up your email address, your Hotmail, your whatever address, and it would pull up every Craigslist ad you've ever put up. So that shows me like you're a normal person and you're not a cop. I'd run your email address, like it's a Hotmail, if it's Juno, if it's if I was quickly screening guys, I'd be like, email me from your business account. And most guys had 2 seconds later, they emailed me from their business account, and that's how they were verified to see me. So I was the smartest girl I knew in the sex industry. So legislation is the exact same thing. Find out who has the power and who has the control. And I will tell you, in our state houses, it's the family policymakers. They stop all porn. They stop all of our legislation, and nobody will work against them because they want their endorsement. And there's a lot of money behind the scenes. I've showed you who's running what bills. They haven't touched introduced bills. They haven't done any of the litigation that you guys funded. You guys funded our religious freedom bills. You guys, we write responsible legislation out of litigation. So when we show up, we're not just thoughts and prayers. We have litigation that backs up everything that we do. We don't do frivolous lawsuits. When I first met Chris, I thought it was frivolous lawsuits. No. He is not, he's suing the government to marry his laptop to prove it's just as natural, neutral, and leads to human flourishing as gay marriage. Like, he is doing lawsuits of the gay flag, that if they can fly their faith-based flag, why can't we fly ours? Like, these are not frivolous lawsuits. He's writing our legislation out of the litigation. So don't think for a second that any of our lawsuits are frivolous. He's finding the boundaries of the law. And he's also filling out the Fifth Circuit Court in case we need to go to the Supreme Court. But know this. I want to talk to Chris about making the state sovereign, because we will need some sanctuary states after inaction. Okay, so I was just making sure that we're still rolling. Okay, so I think I'm going to park, and I'm going to go in, and I'm going to see if I see any activity going on in the lobby, and then if I see a pattern, I'm going to see which rooms they're going into. So, like I said, when you stop my porn legislation and my friends died behind these lines, you just messed with the wrong girl. I will lay you open. I will sick the hounds of hell on you. How dare you distribute pornography to minors? Like, all of these family policymakers know exactly about this legislation, and they made the conscious choice to stop it. Yeah, talk about millstone around the neck. They're going to be first burning in hell. They are the Pharisees of 2019. I have no mercy on their soul. I'd much rather talk to a whole room of sex buyers and rapists and porn addicts, because, man, I got you. We're at the same foot of the same cross. I have no mercy on the souls of family policymakers. You know exactly what you're doing. You're demonic. I'm gonna go scope out the lobby and see if there's any stupid girls sending sex buyers through the lobby. Make good choices, because I am.